Okay, this is Javon Bivens here with Bivens Music and Entertainment, bringing you a how-to video. And we're going to be setting up a Shure mic system. It's a wireless transmitter and receiver system. This system is unique, has two channels, as you can see here. It has auto scan, and it can all find the best frequency to transmit and receive. And the important thing to note about this system is when it's auto scan one channel, it automatically scans the second channel. And so we see it's fairly simple setup. Have the XLR input here. Also we have a TRS input here as well, and a power adapter connector here. Front panel is fairly simple. Have our on button, and then we have indicators show what channel you're on and what group you're on and what channel you're on. The same information here on the second channel as well. The group A through Y and the channel 0 through 9. So right now this is the BLX88 Shure mic system. This is the transmitter. So we have two receivers here. So we're going to get this set up here for you. Let's go at it. So first thing, we have two things that we already know. This wouldn't work at the church. I've disconnected the mic cables, and I found out there was power on the lines. You can hear the connection. So we do know that the mic cables are working. And so gonna do a quick setup here. So we're just gonna connect to a home mixer I have. And so essentially speaking, we're just gonna connect the power cable to the Shure mic, to the transmitter. And then it's already turned on, so we can see that we have some activity on our display. And so now I'm going to connect a microphone cable. This is going to be the XLR balance cable. It's going to select the channel, an open channel here on my home mixer. And right now I'm just going to do one channel at a time. So the first channel here, I have it labeled as channel 3, but I'm going to use that as the first channel. Just going to connect it to channel 3 on the back. And so immediately I hear some sound verifying I have a connection. Now right now we see we have channel 1 set to J7 and channel 2 set to J7. We want them to be on separate channels so we can have two separate inputs. So I'm just going to push the button that says group, and it's going to do an auto scan. So you see it goes through all the channels, and once it sets the first channel to H9, it automatically set the second channel to the best frequency available, H1. So you see both of them are in the same group, H. So now what we want to do is make sure we have the corresponding transmitter. So on our first mic, what we want to do is just unscrew the bottom. We already have some fresh batteries. My wife, she replaced those. So right now we see there's no activity. So we see that channel 1 is being set to H9. So we want to make sure that we set this to H9. So the group, we're going to hit that. Oh Lord. Well, first of all, it will help if we turn it on first. So I'm going to turn it on. And as we turn it on, if you can see closely, it's already set to H. It's repeating H7, H7. So if you didn't see it, you can just press the channel number and it shows H7. If I push group number, it shows as H. If I push channel, it shows the number 7. So here on our receiver, the first channel is H9. So we want to make sure they're correspond to one another. So I'm just going to press the channel button until I get 9 and then stop. And so I already hear some humming because it's picking up a signal. So we can see it's confirming H9. If I push it again and just wait a few seconds, it's going to confirm H9. And then it turns off. So we're finished here. So now I can just replace the cover to protect those elements. Mic check 1. And we see we have a signal. And so there lies the problem. When we first started, we had no activity on the display. Now we have activity. And if you want to zoom in here, you can kind of see that every time I speak, the left light, which represents the audio, blinks. This is indicating that the transmitter, or the receiver I should say, is picking up a signal from the transmitter. And also we see the second light stays lit continuously, which is the ready light, indicating that the transmitter is on. So right now, if I turn the mic off by pressing the power button, there are no lights on the left display. If I turn it back on, of course, the ready light comes on, and then the audio light comes on when it receives a signal. So now we're going to do the same thing for the next channel. So we're going to rest this mic. This mic has been set, so I'm going to get the next mic, which is also referred to as a transmitter, and we want to set it to H1. So now I have the second mic. I want to make sure, of course, turn it on. Once I turn it on, I'm going to look at the display. Right now it's indicating J. It's showing J, some number or another. So we want to get H1. So we're going to go to where it says group and just select it till we can go up until we get to H. And then the channel is going to be 1. And so we're going to hit H1, and it should verify that momentarily. Okay, now we have H1. We're going to replace the cover to protect it. And so now what I'm going to do, since I have one microphone cable just for testing purposes, I'm going to disconnect the back and plug it into channel 2. And instantly we have audio. And once again, if you can see here, the ready light stays on, indicating it has power, indicating that the microphone is turned on. The audio light blinks when it receives a signal or audio from the mic. And so now we have correctly set each microphone or transmitter to correspond to the receiver channel. Channel 1 is set to H9. Channel 2 is set to H1. And so that is how you set the microphone frequency so they can correspond to each channel. And if not, then the mic, as we discovered today, will not work. So this concludes our how-to video on how to set the Shure BLX88 mic transmitter and receiver system. I hope this information you will find useful and incorporate it into your use as well.